Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto Momentum. Flipendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Flipendo. Revelio.
anyone care enough to remove my demiguise statues? Someone.
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're causing Mr. Moon terrible distress.
Ha! Good. That was the idea.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly...
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to look. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The Moons were inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
The statues are a form of bullying. You're no better than him. Perhaps it's time...
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was an old schoolmate of yours.
Oh,
I don't think he likes being...
Of course he does! Oh, we had such flowing locks, and we used to love... Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old... Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit. We are fortunate to have a student brave enough to eradicate the demiguise figurine menace.
Professor Black.
I tried to hide a puffling once in the corner of the common.
I can't go up there. Seems that's off limits to me. Hello, Hamura. Hello, Hamura. Revelio. I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral. Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to... When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in it, Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach, Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself before...
What a horrible tale, Deke.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps...
This will be more useful when I have something.
haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Oh, like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
Revelio. Are you in some sort of trouble?
Nearly attacked by wolves, I was. Only just escaped with my life. I need to be better prepared next time. I don't suppose a student like yourself will be in possession.
You should be able to take care of yourself.
How cruel! Calling me. Better hope the wolves don't get
Still looking for that thunder brew?
No, wait.
I'm afraid not. I'd help you if I could, but I...
Well, that is unfortunate. Not a charitable bone in their body.
Hello.
That I do, but
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
aye. Nice to break the route. Bit of a wanderer, mate. Name's Leopold Bab. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I wouldn't dare set foot in it. What do you say, my young?
Something to consider.
Aye,
What do you have for sale?
I shall hope to do business with you again. That's been a pleasure. Nothing like being young and in flight.
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at Green Dots.
Revelio.
Not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I fit in one now.
Revelio. Incendio. Repulsor.
Charles won't get the best of me.
Revelio. Revelio.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Incendio.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Flipendo.
What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
Someone messing about? I've heard Central's quieter than you.
Revelio. Confringo.
What now? You will regret coming.
There you are.
Accio!
I won't rest until you're dead.
Accio! Glacius! Defender!
Been a while.
Anyone looking for troubles found it in me.
Revelio!
Didn't touch your health. Thank you for making me.
Persistence and cleverness. I confronted Piers about it and he confessed straight away, the old rascal. We've agreed to let bygones be bygones. Don't forget to say hello the next time you're in the Three Broomsticks. Thrilled to be back there.
I swear.
Accio! It's Confringo! Accio! Confringo! Revelio! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Bombarda! Glacius! Defender! Crucible!
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
I should dismount here. Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not.
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
More? I can't be having none of your nonsense.
Can't figure out why there's such a fuss over enough dumb beasts for everyone.
Show yourself.
Revelio.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Peripheral. Only one way to find out. Revelio.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be one foot in front of the next.
Don't know what Victor was thinking. Travis Totalis.
Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard in...
It's Totalis.
We have an intruder in our midst.
Backing up. It's freedom. Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite a fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. Can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Hello, Hamura. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The elements of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Would you like me to put you down? Let me out. You long go. Let me out. Chris has the view. Crucial.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. My brother. One less human to worry about.
Accio, incendio.
Little weed. Feisty little foliage.
Like to touch a dragon, do you? See how you like this?
Back in that crowd with you.
Don't see
Bombarda!
Aim for the ring at the front of her restraint.
Accio!
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way!
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The luck and the poachers saw us, which cannot...
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think it'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor...
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I am hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Revelio.
You learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
you know next time?
You must try it. Can't catch thieves. Woohoo!
I need to get some dragon hunt.
Revelio. Revelio. So this is the underground harbour. Revelio. book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from...
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my...
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest...
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg, which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck.
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded true or false. Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change... Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next...
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Wizards' Council.
That's correct. The Wizards' Council disbanded in Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Peruvian Viper.
Brilliant! Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's right! It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
A demiguise.
Yes! While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, what is the only...
The Patronus Charm.
Well done! The only known survivor of a Lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Gamp.
That's it! One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured. What does the Hogwarts motto translate?
Never tickle a sleeping
Correct! In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The Runespore.
That's right! According to Parselmouths, each of the Runespore's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Isolde Serre. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Amatentia.
Amatentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find. Are you interested in continuing on to the next round?
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Egbert the Egregious.
That's right. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Haversacking.
That's right. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Bad luck.
Correct. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Mimbulus mimbletonia.
Correct. The Mimbulus mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Linford of Stinchcombe.
Very good. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Linford's In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his...
A single slipper.
That's correct. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
North America.
That's right. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Aukey and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Luckless.
Correct. The world's The
Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The office... Who was...
Ulick Gamp.
Yes. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magic. You've answered all of my questions. I'm frankly astonished by how well... Thank you for humouring me by participating. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Beautiful.
Goodness. Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your study. OWLs will be here before you know it.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to, and frankly, excelling in your...
Thank you, Professor.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of... I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor...
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your... I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready. Until then, well... If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you are paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
Accio! Incendio! Confringo!
About the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there.
Glacius! Defender! I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Nothing clears the cobweb.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea. But perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are, up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Why am I always...
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Maverick's loyalists are out for blood.
What's that? Who's there? What was that? I feel as though I'm not alone. Huh? Aha!
Easily diverted. Not quite.
Afraid to fight. Who do you think you are?
Revelio.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Seems quiet. Someone's here. I'll bet. It's
Someone thinks they can outlast me.
It's a Confringo. Confringo.
Get away with it.
Fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
For better or for worse, we're in. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Revelio. Bombarda. Incendio. See any goblins in these webs?
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
I avenge your death. Good as new.
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Incendio!
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Revelio. Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Revelio.
That bridge has seen better days.
Incendio. Reparo.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Incendio.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
One less human. I will make you. I won't make you. Dead.
Places. Defender.
I'm a goblin, not a toy! Postponing the inevitable!
Places.
Miss me!
Defender.
Your acrobatics will only postpone the inevitable! You're weak, human!
We're not finished yet.
Finger!
Still not over 20. Places. Defender.
Finger!
Accio. Incendio. Bombarda. Accio. Places. Defender. Crucial. Places. Accio. Incendio. Bombarda.
Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Revelio. Bombarda. Incendio.
Now. We can have a look around in peace.
Above the cabin door. Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Incendio.
A I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more rune symbols. Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio.
What do you have there?
A journal entry, but... Sebastian, I think I found
Hopefully it will
something.
help us unravel more of this mystery. Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably...
She seems to have been every...
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft...
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces...
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the trip. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Revelio. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Morinweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get...
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Mother.
The wizard will be defeated.
No telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You're here. Good.
Oh, nice to see you here. Ah, isn't the sea air...
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned,
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
It's worthy of further...
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Defender! Accio! Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified. This room is taller than it looks.
Incendio! Peripheral. Confringo. Accio. Guardium Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Incendio! Confringo! Accio! Incendio! Accio!
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus? Seems odd. Accio! Revelio!
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Revelio. Accio. Guardium Leviosa. There's something here by the altar.
Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Incendio. Confringo. Glacius. Defendo. Crucio. Glacius. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Safe way across. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it! I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones. Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand's movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard. Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Confringo.
This looks different than what we faced before. Instead, we're also dealing with rooms and...
Confringo. Places.
Incendio. There's some of these stone tablets have their hands. That has to be something. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Accio. That worked. Keep going. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. Revelio. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Defender. CORSAIR. Descender. Glacius. Descender. Defender. Accio. Confringo. Bombarda. Descender. Glacius. Defender. CORSAIR. Accio. Bombarda. Incendio. Glacius. Defender. Incendio. Accio. Bombarda. Imperion. Glacius. Defender. CORSAIR. Glacius. Defender.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing. Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take...
Sebastian's done his research. He knows...
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to...
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to.
You're right. This seems far riskier than...
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the...
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust...
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Bombarda. Incendio. Ringo.
Accio.
Accio. Bombarda.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Ranrock's vision of
Accio.
Bombarda. You won't get away with that.
Accio.
That's better.
Descendo.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Sebastian, the fool! Stop provoking!
We have to fight.
Expulso! Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to...
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sis...
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the...
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are... If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.